What is up, you guys, and welcome to another episode of Jay's Gaming World. Today I will continue with the building tutorial. I will continue to do floor plans, maybe a little decorating in this house as a part 2. First of all, I want to clear up something that I said in the last video. I said this would be a perfect multi-family home. That was me using words I shouldn't have used. Clearly, when you look at the interior of this house, I mean, it would make a nice single-family home, but there's no way you can make a multi-family home in here. I mean, I guess you could if you did like little studios or whatever, but that's not what I'm going for. This is going to be a single-family home. So the first thing I'm going to do right now is I'm going to enable my cheats, Control-Shift-C, and I'm going to do my BB dot move objects. I misspelled move almost. Move objects. Space on, that turns them on. And I'm gonna do a mother load. I don't use this cheat a lot end game because I don't really I like to build my money, but when I'm building a house, I normally build a house on Build Mode by itself without a sim. I have a sim here, but they need to have some funds for me to decorate. I'm gonna talk about money in a second, and well, I'm gonna talk about money right now. Because some of the things that people do is they, because they know the cheat, they want to get all the most expensive stuff and decorate the house that way. I don't necessarily like that, and I'm going to say why. Is first of all, it doesn't necessarily go with your build. Like if you look at my house, it's very much what I would call a craftsman home. So if I were to sit here and put in like high-tech modern equipment in the house, not saying that I can't, but if I was to just focus on that, it wouldn't necessarily make sense, as far as that's not the type of decoration that would go in a build like this. So you guys want to be conscious of that. So I just wanted to bring that up. And you want to have decorations that match the feel and the look of your house. So we're going to start by bringing down just a plain old square. And we're going to start decorating. Now we have a lot of stuff here. The entrance area, kind of the foyer area, it naturally branches off into two sides of the house. We have a smaller side and a bigger side. In the smaller side, I like to do the living room area for this particular house would probably fit better. If you want a bigger living room, that might not be the area you want to pick. I don't necessarily make huge living rooms, but if I need my living room to stretch a little more, I have a big, huge rectangle there where it can stretch more. And then in this area, I'm more so going to do the kitchen and dining room area and everything. But I'm going to start by something that's, it's not that it's difficult, it's just not my thing. Building bedrooms. Now, bedrooms for me, it's not that they're hard. It's just sometimes when I do a layout without an actual idea, I don't have enough space for them. Especially when you're making the masters. They can be deceptively huge. And not really huge, but you need more space than you usually give yourselves. Now, The Sims 4, you can expand a wall, but you can even avoid doing that by doing what I'm going to show you to do right now. And this is something that I do. I come right into the building things and I go right into the beds. And I'm going to look for a double bed. And I'm going to look for a specific double bed. And I'm going to tell you why that one in particular. I think it's this one. Or this one. One of these two that have like a big back to it. These are the ones you want to use to make the space for your bedroom. And the reason why I say that is because they have such a huge back that they kind of expand the space needed to build a bedroom. So if you use them, you know that you have the maximum space that you need for a bedroom. Sometimes if you go for something that's a little bit smaller, which you might end up going with something like, I don't know. Well, this one, it does the same thing. This one kind of expands more. See, these are kind of bigger. But then if I go for something smaller, like I can almost back this thing. Like this one has a small backer. I can almost like you have like a half a block more. So I like to put one of the big beds. That might not be the bed that I use, but I like to use one of the big beds in the middle of the way as reference of this is the space that I need for my room. because there's a couple more things that I need. I know I'm probably in a master bedroom, I'm probably going to do a dresser. So a dresser is going to take at least 2 blocks. So that tells me that when I'm making a wall for this room, the smallest I should make the wall is somewhere down here. So I can put a dresser and not deviate from the side, not deviate from the size that I need. Now, something that is helpful here is I actually put the window accidentally, but right in the right place, so I don't have to adjust windows. Again, and then the smallest that I want is here, so the sim can walk straight back. Could I make it bigger? Sure. But one of the things that I like to say is when you're building rooms, less is more. So for me, this right there is the ideal room for a space for a master. Now I could do other things. I'm actually gonna decide right now. I'm gonna make an executive decision. I'm gonna make it one block wider because not that. I'm gonna make the wall 1 block wider because I want to have a door that leads to a master bathroom. And then that's the next thing, the master bathrooms. I'm gonna allow myself to have a space for that, and it's not gonna be a huge master bathroom, but nevertheless, it's gonna be a master bathroom. I actually want a bigger a bathroom area, so this is gonna be like the general bathroom for the rest of the family. And again, for the purpose of having like a nice layout, no, I'm not gonna do that. Sometimes you want layout, sometimes you want something that's actually gonna look nice. And then I can build myself, I have this space right here. I can build myself probably 2 bedrooms. But if I'm gonna do that, I want a window in each bedroom. So this right here, this bathroom right here, is a dilemma for me. And the reason why it's a dilemma is because there's something that I absolutely hate, is having a room inside the house that doesn't have an outdoor view, because that's not normal. I don't know how else to say it. It's usually you don't have a room in the middle of a house. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually, and this is where you make changes. If you don't like something, change it. I'm actually gonna open this up. I'm gonna open this up. I'm gonna make my master bathroom a little bit bigger, so you have that continuity there. Now, I gotta decide what I want to do. So I can have a family bathroom over here, but then that's gonna make my living room really tiny. But that might be okay, because that might not be my living room. I might make this a sitting area, and this can be like a living room, dining room combination. I can do that too. So the next thing I want to do is I want to make sure that all of my house, I can see things nicely. So I'm going to go ahead and put the lighting now. Again, this might not be the lighting that I might use at the end, but this is the lighting that I'm going to use now to help me see things better. This light right here is hideous, and I hate it, but I love it because it's nice and bright. Same as this one. But then if I use the little one, I almost like it, and I usually sometimes just keep it. So I want to use the big ugly one because the big ugly one is going to remind me to it's going to remind me you better change those lights out. So here we are. We have a whole lot of space here. I'm gonna just start with that. I don't know how much decorating I'm gonna do, but I kind of like this area, this little area right here. And I'm not saying that I'm gonna furnish the whole house right now, but I'm gonna use this little space right here to make like an office. And that's what I'm gonna do right now, and I am gonna do that. I don't know if I don't think I'm gonna get all the decorating done, but I'm gonna do that much so that I can start getting an idea of how I want to design this. So that's what I'm gonna do next. I think I'm not gonna allow myself to use more than the 60,000 simoleons that I have right now. That way the house is not ultra expensive when it's uploaded to the gallery, and a family that not necessarily ultra rich can afford it, but still they'll need a little more money than the 20 simoleons you start with. But anyways, I'm gonna start with building, and I'm gonna decide on the floor right now. I think I like these floors, but they're 12 a piece. So when you're considering a whole house, that can get to be a lot. I like these floors. I don't necessarily like some of the colors, but I mean, that's actually not bad for a craftsman home. I'm gonna have to contrast that with a little bit, hopefully, I think a little bit of a darker wall. I like to have the crown molding, and I like the fact that the crown molding costs just as much as the basic. I think the crown molding makes things look a little more sophisticated. So I'm gonna pick a color. You know what? I was just thinking. Do I want to use crown molding with a craftsman home? Maybe, maybe not. I want to look at other options. What does this do? I mean, I'm not too extremely mad at that right now. Those are basic neutral colors. I actually kind of like that. I actually kind of like that a lot. I like to play and do accent walls. I might just do an accent wall on this side. And just to keep the continuity of the outside of the house inside, I'm going to use the black brick wall to accentuate the back wall. So when you look at it, you kind of have that. And that, I think it looks nice. So the first thing I'm going to do to decorate is I want to get rid of the light. Well, no. I'm not going to get rid of the light just yet because I want to decorate first and I'll put a light in that room. I hate that light so bad, and that's why I put them there. Because again, they help me see things better, but then I want to get rid of them automatically because I hate them so bad. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to use some of these tools. And again, the idea is... Oh my god, I'm trying not to sneeze and cough video, but I have a little bit of a cold. So if I do, I'm sorry. Again, I'm doing a craftsman home. So I'm trying to find things that will match that style. I like this desk. I like this desk. I really do. So, I think the fact that I chose a lighter color is going to look nice because it's going to, again, bring some of the outside in, some of the inside out. It's going to look a little more, I like to use the word organic. I don't know if that's the word that I really want to use, but that's the word that I'm going to use. So it looks a little more organic, and that's what I'm going for. If you ask me to define organic, I might not be able to, but in the context of the build that I'm doing, it looks organic. I want an office chair. I want a chair, not necessarily an office chair. I want a chair for the desk, but I have this idea in my mind, and you know, sometimes you sacrifice comfort and stuff like that to get the right look. I actually like the way that looks. I think that if I flush this against this wall, I like the contrast of the brick and the thing, and the desk and the woodness. I don't know if that's even a word, but the woodness of the desk. Again, I'm picking a computer. And there we go. Now, I know for a fact that I want to have a bookshelf. So I'm gonna do that now. I like this bookshelf, but again, it's too big for my walls. Those are things you gotta have in common when you pick them up. When you pick something, like, is it the right thing for my build? Maybe it is, maybe it's not. So I'm gonna find something that matches what I'm looking for. I think that for my purposes, this is probably my best bet. I want to put it at an angle, but I don't want it to clip. So I'm going to come to the outside and see if it's clipping. If it's clipping, I believe it is clipping. Yeah, it clips a little bit. I'm going to see if I can just hit Alt and move it up so it doesn't clip anymore. And there you go. It's not clipping. It's a nice bookshelf. And it goes well with the area. Now, I want to come in here and I want to pick a comfort chair. Maybe they grab a book. They don't want to sit at the desk, but they still want to read. So I'm going to look for a comfort chair, a living chair type of situation. And I mean, I'm not too terribly mad at that. Again, it keeps with this wood theme that I'm going throughout my house. I may or may not keep that. Let me look for something else. Because maybe I want a little something else a little more comfortable. Of these. That's maybe. I'm gonna make sure that it doesn't clip. No, it doesn't clip. Excellent. So there we go. Again, a flow of color, but everything kind of ties in together. Everything tells a story. Now I'm gonna pick a carpet. I don't like that. Then these things are. What about one of these? I don't know if that's something. I don't know. No. I think these are too big. I mean, this is the right color. Maybe, can I bracket it down? Putting that there really gives us some life. Then the next thing I want to do is I want to do a little bit of cluttering. And again, in this build, I might just build this one room just so you guys get an idea of the detail that I'm going to do. Before I even do the room, I think I'm going to push some shelving in because I think that's just going to go contrast this computer and all this very well. So I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna look for surfaces. I'm gonna look for shelving, and I'm looking for wood that's gonna keep this thing going, this theme. Maybe like that. All right, there we go. So now I want to clutter. So when I clutter, I like to clutter with two things. I like to clutter with plants and I like to clutter with just clutter items. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to go into decorations. And I think I'm going to start with plants because I like plants and I think plants are wonderful. Again, this is a craftsman home. So I want some of the more woodsy type of things. I like this a lot that I have right here. I wish that the flowers weren't as colorful. Flowers are usually colorful and I'm usually okay with that, but I'm gonna scale that down a little bit, and maybe it's just a nice piece to walk into, just to give the space some definition. I may even close the space down. If I do, want it to be somewhat open. So I'm probably gonna put another way to come in. Again, I do this in order to make the place look open but private at the same time. I'm gonna come in here, I'm gonna pick up the paint tool, and I'm gonna paint this area here and here. No, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. Getting rid of all that. And the reason why I'm doing it is because if I do that, I'm gonna have to kill the contrast that I already built. And granted, I can add more shelving, but I don't like that idea. I kind of like the fact that it's just two bricks. And you know, as you're building, you'll find things you like and the things you don't like, and you make it work for what you're doing. Maybe I'll just use that divider there. We'll see. But I'm gonna go right into the cluttering, and I want some plants. Now, when we're here, we gotta make these plants go. So if you hit the 9 key, you can get the plant all the way up to where you need it for the shelf, and then you hit the alt button, and it helps you bring it out some. In this case, it's giving me a really hard time because it's not quite falling where I want it to fall. Okay, so here we go. Alt, about right there, and now 9999999999999 alt. No, don't do that. Okay, you were almost there. Ah, this can be so frustrating. Again, it wants to fall where it wants to fall, and sometimes it takes a lot of playing around. Again, I'm gonna put this on the floor. 0, 0. If you bring it back down with the 0, I'm gonna try to move that again, and maybe this time I'll move it to where I need it, not just. So maybe I just gotta move this out of here for 1 second. I'll put it here for 1 second until I can get that cluttered correctly. So I want it there, and now I'm gonna hit no. It's still not doing it. Guys, as you can see, the Sims can be very frustrating at times. And right now, I'm about to make the decision that it's not worth it for me to kill myself to try to put that thing up there. Oh my god, I have an incoming message. Gotta make sure it's not important. No, it's not important. It's just a coworker, but they can hear back from me later. So these are the clutter items. I love that. Those are salt and pepper shakers, aren't they? Yeah, they are salt and pepper shakers, but they don't really look like salt and pepper shakers. They kind of look like sculptures. So I'm gonna use them. I like that. What is this? That's a cereal thing. I don't know if I want that there. What is this? This is kind of big. These picture frames are awesome. Clutter items. So I can put one there, and then I can get the pair one and put it there. these books are kind of nice because you can change colors on them, so it can be like different books that you have. So you know, something like this, like you have you know, like different books just set up there. What else can we do? What else can we do? Again, I mean, I can download the right custom content and make that thing line everything that I want in there, but I'm trying not to use that. I'm trying to just use base game, not base game stuff, but stuff that you purchase from The Sims and not like custom content stuff. So I'm not gonna. I know that there's this shelf, this red shelf, that you can just make anything fall in place, and I could get that, but that's not part of this tutorial, so I'm not gonna use that right now. We got another picture. Maybe this sim really likes to have pictures on the top area. What is this? What can I get here? Oh, maybe we can put a little like animal sculpture. That would be nice. Let's do a black cat. Man, there you go. Then maybe a little more clutter for the desk. I like the pencil holder to go, definitely go with my stuff. A box of Kleenex, because why not? What else can we do? I already have that. Oh, maybe some cookbooks. There we go. All right, and there you go. There's a nice little area. I want more plants, but I don't want plants to stress me out. Let's try this. Let's try this. Let's try this. I want to put a plant on the very top shelf up there. I think this is going to be easier than doing it on the... Yes. So there we go. There we go. There is all you need cluttering wise for here. Now I have this back wall. Personally, I hate to have things that kind of look like bland or empty. So I'm going to go ahead and put a painting there. Again, I'm gonna keep an eye on how much I spend on decorating and painting, because I don't want this house to be extremely expensive. But a painting, I think, in that particular area will suit well, and we're gonna find something here. I kind of like that. Again, I want to move it over. Let me see if I can make it larger. That's too much. Okay, so there we go. So now, final thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of the headlight light, and I'm gonna light it correctly. Now I gotta choose whether I want like wall lights. I like hanging lights. I just didn't like the one I used earlier. Do I want to use one of these small ones? I think that's really nice contrast, and that really looks nice. So I had talked about a divider. Maybe we'll put a divider up. Decorations. I think dividers are like with sculptures. I don't really see. I mean, I know they have dividers, but I know the game well, and I don't know if I see a divider that I would want to use with this build. So something else I can do is I can build a half wall. I'm gonna pick a larger one. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to come here and just... build it. So it gives a nice little, you know, entrance area. So now with this half wall, I want to decide how I want the little half section to look. The top section. So I'm gonna do that right now. I kind of like the color that it has now, but let me see if I want to change it, because you know it doesn't hurt to change things if you don't like them. Okay, so here we go. This is more for like an office, I think. I mean, it's not necessarily for an office, but I don't know. I don't like that either. There's different colors. I think that if I go darker, I'm doing, well, I might not be doing too much because it might contrast pretty well with the little trim on the floor. So I might just do that. And then I want to come inside and I'm going to paint the inside section of this. And there you go. You have a nice little semi-private office area for your family. Again, it's not huge, it's not too much, but it's just the right amount of stuff. And it's gonna look real nice. That being said, I'm gonna have to make this first part the living room, and that's gonna make it a little bit harder for me, only because when it comes, well, I'll show you. I'm gonna do it right now real quick. I'm gonna pick on a door that I want to have throughout the house. That's like the main house door. I'm gonna do this. So that's, you know, every room has a door now. So the problem that I'm gonna have right now is when it comes to designing the living room, if I prop something up against the wall like a TV, it's just gonna look bad. So I'm gonna have to come up with something else. Maybe I won't have a TV in my living room area. Maybe I'll do more of a sitting area, or maybe I'll come up with a different solution, and we will see that in the next episode as I focus more on decorating. This episode was more of a focus on a layout. I wanted to start to think about decorating, which is why I built the office. The next episode will be a focus on decorating the inside of the house. Thank you for tuning in. This has been another episode of Jay's Gaming World. Please leave a share, give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.